And I plan to get every skin that you can get in Guild Wars Reforged, in the Halls of Monuments, to get it in Guild Wars 2 as well. So in this series of videos, we'll get through everything that you need to do in Guild Wars Reforged from start to finish to get everything for yourself as well. And you can also join us in our guild so we can help you with it. So let's begin 0 to Monument. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi. If you want to support my content, go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. And let's get into it. I heavily recommend you to check out the preamble to this series. I'll leave it in the description down below where I explain how this works, what you have to do, and a few little tricks to start with. But first, we're gonna have to do pre-searing. This is gonna be a special zone that you can access only for a small amount of time, and you can do a lot of stuff in it. There are a lot of side quests that get you a little bit of an idea of what is happening in the world, so I heavily recommend you to go here and explore a little bit, as it's very immersive, and I at least maybe lost a little bit of time here exploring everything, and maybe I didn't get me through the next steps, but I really enjoyed it. It also starts getting you into the professional system. You start with one class and you end up with a second one that you can mix and match. Now, at the start of this part, you can try all of them just to make a decision, but you will have to make a decision and will only be able to change it in the middle of the campaign. So definitely try all of them out so you can get a better idea and not make a mistake and pick one you're not gonna like for the, well, rest of the campaign. I personally chose Warrior as my main class, and secondary I got Necromancer because I wanted to be a little bit like a Lich King, kind of like Arthas in Warcraft 3. So I brought a sword, and now I'm creating my own build, so we'll see where that leads us. But whatever combination you want, you can indeed do. There's some of them that are better than others, but you will most likely be okay anyways. At the end of the day, guys, this is the amount of builds that exist in the game just for PvE. That's without even counting PvP and every other type of endgame. So yeah, there is a lot here you can choose from or make for yourself. After picking your second profession, you'll finish the main story quest, and it will let you know that you are not gonna be able to stay on this place for a long, well, no, forever essentially, after you do this next quest. So if you wanna explore more, if you wanna get more skills, as there are some skills right here, you can get them afterwards anyways, but you can indeed do so. You can stay here and explore all that. Now you can also get yourself these specific armor that you get from the collectors in the pre-searing zone. They will essentially get you these pieces for items that your enemies drop, and you can wear them, and they're actually better than your main armor that you get at the start. So it's definitely worth getting to get a little bit of advantage if you enjoy the zone. But after you accept, you'll start doing this little PvP arena thing, which is kind of an interesting way of doing your tutorial, right? But it is what it is, and then something will happen. I want to talk about it. I think you should experience all that yourself. But hey, you know, the story is pretty cool. So if you don't want to get spoiled, maybe pause this video, go do this, or whenever you do this, you can come back and watch the rest. But there you go. After this, you'll get to searing. You know, everything exploded. The char killed everybody, and now you are in a new place in Ascalon City in this new version of the old maps. Now you'll see that you get these little guys called henchmen. You can invite them to your party to fight with you, and you do want to do it. Just click on one of them and press plus right here to invite them. As a warrior myself, the best thing to go for is the healer, the mage, and the archer, as I'm gonna be tanking anything. But if you're very squishy, getting the fighter henchman to fight for you is not a bad idea. Just replace the archer or the mage, or, well, the healer if you're the healer yourself. This place is way harder. Like, enemies, you won't be able to do them by yourself. Everything's destroyed, everything is big aggro, it will try and destroy you, it'll be complicated to do. Remember to use your skills and attributes correctly and level them up accordingly. You're gonna see that each of your abilities is indeed changed by some of these attributes. You have swordsmanships, for me for example, where I have all the sword abilities, and the more points I have here, the more damage I'll do with this. In courses, for example, I have a few points because it'll make my debuffs that I apply last longer. And you can mix and match in your town to see exactly what changes by just hovering over the icon before and after you change the attributes. By just exploring all around, I got myself 4 great justice, I got a good amount of abilities, and I was honestly pretty happy with it. I made a ton of gold by identifying my weapons, even the white ones, so I could sell them for more money to the vendors. And you can even come to the Sedgwick guy here and customize your weapons for a little bit more damage, as you can see right here. I actually explored a good amount, but you don't actually have to. But Darren, you're gonna say, well, if you don't explore, you're not gonna get the skills. Yeah, sure, you're gonna finish the campaign faster, and that's the only important part for the Wholesome Monuments, but your power is gonna go down. Well, yes, but every new zone you get to, there'll be a skills vendor just like this that will sell you all of the skills that the last previous zone you were in has. And yes, it'll cost you a good amount of gold, and you wouldn't have to pay for this gold if indeed you unlocked it by the bonus quest, but you can skip this if you want to. You can also just pick every one of the quests and check for the rewards that they have and decide on whether you want to do them or not. For example, this one gives me Soul Feast. I checked and I'm actually not interested in this ability, but if I was, I could go do it myself. And honestly, there's so many cool quests in this game that maybe it's better for just to experience everything. That being said, if you want to speedrun and just get to the end game and finish the campaign and get the House of Monuments, yeah, skipping this is, and paying for the specific skills that you want, may be the way to do it. You're just gonna have to get a lot of gold. Is that all you have to do while you're leveling? You just have to do the campaign, nothing else, and you'll be completing the House of Monuments? Well, not quite. Every one of the missions that you're doing, you want to do with their bonus objective. Missions are essentially this kind of like mini dungeons that are part of the campaign. You'll see them in the map as the little shields here, and you can teleport to them. You can press P and you can see whether someone is indeed looking for a group. And I also recommend you to play with other players, as a lot of people indeed do know what they're doing and sometimes know where the bonus objectives are. But if you don't want to do that, or if you want to fill up a group, let's say I get myself into here, I would have only 2 rooms left. I can just invite the rest with the henchmen right here. You can see their name, of course, in this side, their level, and their classes. Here, of course, is a Mesmer plus a Ranger. Just be careful and check party formation so you can actually invite people that are applying for your group, as this is something that I forgot a lot to do. You can check on the wiki for the list of, well, whatever campaign you're doing, missions and primary quests, and you'll see you have the little mission, the little quests, I guess, not highlighted, and the missions themselves highlighted. In Ascalon, for example, I had to do the Great Northern Wall, for Rannoch, Ruins of Zermia, and Noani Academy. When you click on them, they will actually show you what you have to do for the bonus objective. For the Great Northern Wall, you have to pick up 4 pieces of armor to return them to their deceased owner. For Fort Rannoch, you're gonna have to rescue the Tyr Saralin from his charred imprisonment. For the Ruins of Zermia, you're gonna have to follow these flame bearers. So they show you a special place and then you're gonna, well, kill them. And for Nolani Academy, you're gonna have to get a special tome that is hidden and then return with it. These are pretty easy bonus objectives. I did them, I'm pretty sure all of them. I might have missed the first one because I didn't know about this. But I did it today on my stream. I'll link it in the description down below just to see, so you see me doing the missions if you need to check a few parts or whatever. But you can always check the wiki as well. And even if you miss something, it's okay. You can just come back later at endgame or whatever to finish these bonus objectives. At the end of the day, it is your first time probably, just like it was for me. And yeah, it would be nice if you get all in one go, 2 birds with 1 stone, but you can't get that every time. It's just, you know, you're gonna make mistakes sometimes.